all here, and thank you for being here in the back room with us this evening. I am your host, Hank Philippi Ryan, and we are so pleased that you have found us in the back room. As we were saying, this may be a record number of attendees, and we are so pleased, Karen Dion and I, that after we're into our third year of doing this now, which is absolutely crazy, which means that we have brought you hundreds of books and hundreds of authors, and we are still going strong, and it is all because of you and the wonderful authors who come to us twice a month. So thank you to you all. Before we get started on tonight's session, let me just give a little moment, take a moment for all of us to think about the people of Ukraine who are having such an insane and ridiculous time right now. It's terrifying. And our hearts go out to all of them. It makes us understand how we are so much a community and how we are together in this, and how communication and books can also bring us together as a community, and that we are counting our blessings, that we can just read any book we want in the safety of our homes and not have to worry that when a helicopter is flying over that it's dangerous. So we send them all our best wishes. And again, it makes it all the more important for us to stick together. As we are tonight, I am your host, Hank Philippi Ryan, the author of 13 novels of suspense. My newest book, Her Perfect Life, is now out so casually, displayed behind me, and is now an Agatha nominee for Best Novel of the Year. Our first author tonight, all the way from the UK, is Gilly MacMillan. Gilly MacMillan is the New York Times best-selling and Edgar Award-nominated author of 7 novels. Her work has been translated into 25 languages and has appeared on bestseller lists in the US, Canada, Germany, and the UK. She lives in Bristol, England with her family, where it is almost midnight, as I told you. Her newest novel, The Long Weekend, came out just last week to rave reviews, and everyone is talking about that. Welcome, Gilly.
Thank you very much, Hank. Thank you for having me.
How awake are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm doing all right. I'm talking to you in an hour. I might be a bit sort of droopy-eyed, but yeah, right, so far so good.
Your fourth room is going to have fun. In your fourth room, ask her anything, because she'll be so tired, she'll tell you. Our next author, Mia Manansala, is a writer and certified book coach from Chicago who loves books, baking, and badass women. So you're in the right place tonight. She uses humor and murder to explore aspects of the Filipino diaspora, queerness, and her millennial love for pop culture. Her debut novel, Arsenic and Adobo, is nominated for the 2022 Agatha, Barry, and Lefty Awards, and the sequel, Homicide and Hollow Hollow, is out right now. So you can ask her what Hollow Hollow is. Oh yeah, thank you, if you don't know. Amy Impellizzeri is a reformed corporate litigator, former startup executive, and award-winning author of fiction and nonfiction. Amy's upcoming novel, In Her Defense, releases in May, and thank you, and is her 6th novel and the first in a new legal drama series. Amy is a tall poppy writer, a past president of the Women's Fiction Writers Association, and a faculty member in Drexel University's MFA in Creative Writing program. Tonight, we also have the fabulous Lisa Scottoline. Hey, Lisa. Lisa is the #1 best-selling author of 34 novels, including her brand new domestic thriller, What Happened to the Bennets, and her first ever historical novel, thank you, perfect, beautiful, and her first ever historical novel, Eternal. There are more than 30 million of Lisa's books in print, and you all have them all, right? Mm-hmm. And she is published in more than 35 countries. She also has a series of humor books written with her daughter, Francesca Saratella, based on their weekly column in the Philadelphia Inquirer. Lisa has served as president of Mystery Writers of America and taught a class she developed, Justice in Fiction, at the University of Pennsylvania Law School, her alma mater. So Amy, you and Lisa will have to talk about being lawyers. Yeah. So I'm going to stop talking now and ask questions of our fantastic authors. And are you all ready for our not quite 20 questions? And I am going to just do it in the order I see you, and I see Gilly first. So Gilly, your question is, what is the first thing you remember writing?
I remember writing a book at school with another girl, and it was a comedy. It was about a family, and that's about all I can remember. But I do remember we made a front page and wrote bestseller on it, so I had aspirations.
If only we could do that now.
I know.
That would be great. That would be great. Do you still have it?
No, I think my mother probably has it somewhere.
Oh, that's so nice. Okay. So you knew you were going to be a bestseller even back then.
Well, I aspired, yeah.
Lisa Scottoline, your question. Are you a good singer?
Yes.
Really?
I am a high school. I was Sweet Charity in Sweet Charity in high school. And if I had a margarita, I would sing If You Could See Me Now, that little gang of mine. I think everybody should sing, no matter how horrible we sound.
But so I'm really delighted to hear this, and I can sort of are there pictures of you as Sweet Charity? That was Gwen.
No, I've had them all burned from the internet. But it's the real truth. I love to sing. Who doesn't love to sing? Everybody loves to sing.
Yeah, but I'm just not a good singer, so I'm very envious of your skills.
Doesn't matter. This is America, damn it. Just sing.
I love that. Okay, you all, in the breakout rooms, you're going to ask Lisa to sing. No question about it.
Okay, we'll sing together.
Mia, your question is, are you superstitious?
Ooh, I think so. I kind of like ritual, like the grounding of it. Like I light a candle before every writing process. I'm holding a crystal right now because I have anxiety. So like this also helps me, like it helps like ground me when I have to talk to people. There was a long time where I would only drink from I have like 30 mugs because I love mugs, but I would only drink from a specific mug while writing because I felt like it gave me the best mojo for like a year. So yeah, I'd say I have some superstitions. Yeah, definitely.
That's so, I mean, these questions
I also used to be an athlete, and I think athletes were like naturally superstitious. So
that could be. Well, whatever it is worked, certainly. So Amy, is your desk tidy or messy?
Messy. I always have, I'm looking around right now. I have piles of books I want to read. I have piles of books I've already read to recommend to people. I have piles of ARCs. I have piles of notes and journals and notebooks and scraps of paper because things come to me in the car at the stoplight and while I'm waiting for the girls at volleyball clinic. And then I always think of that meme, like, this is what people think my process looks like, and I'm sitting at this gorgeous, beautiful, and this is what my process looks like. Notes on the side of the Dunkin' Donuts coffee cup. So
that can work. That can totally work. I see that. But you can find everything, right?
Yeah, I know where everything is.
That's all you need. Gilly, what is your favorite place to work?
Probably on this little couch you see behind me. It's my little cozy space, and it's usually a lot more messy, but obviously I tidied up for the camera tonight.
Do you write it on a laptop or on a legal pad, or
mostly a laptop? I do cut between a laptop and the desktop, but mostly a laptop.
Something works, definitely. Lisa Scottoline, how many pets do you have?
Oh my, I'm probably at 25 if you count the chickens. 3 dogs, 2 cats, 14 hens, none of whom have any eggs, just like me. We're all out of eggs. I have the oldest hens in the state of Pennsylvania. I've been told that by my chicken vet. And I have 2 horses. So probably there's something like 23 animals here. And I live alone. Well, except for them.
Yeah, except for the 27 animals.
Yeah, it's great if you ask me.
And Shell Martin is saying, such cute cavaliers, your little pups.
Thank you. Thank you. They're under lock and key as we speak.
Oh, very much.
Shut up. Don't embarrass mommy.
You can let them out later. Mia, are you a good cook? This is random. This is so funny.
Yeah.
Are you a good cook?
I think I'm a better baker than I am a cook. But like come like holiday time or like if I'm having guests over, I can throw down. I think I'm a pretty decent cook.
What's one of your favorite things to make?
Ooh, let's see. One of my favorite like lazy dishes that makes me look like I know what I'm doing. It's like prosciutto wrapped chicken thighs with mozzarella.
Ooh.
Like it's like 3 ingredients. Like you wrap the chicken thighs, then you put mozzarella and you chuck it in the oven, and it looks fancy.
Yum, that sounds
And it's
great.
delicious.
That sounds great. You're a little frozen, so we're going to work on that, but we can still hear you perfectly. So
No,
that's
I
good. You're
can't
frozen
believe I'm being
beautifully.
froze.
And at least you got a good freeze, so that's really good. And Tom will help you with that. There you go. You're
Okay,
back.
there we go. Sorry
All
about
right.
that.
Amy, what is the best thing that happened to you today? My favorite question.
Oh, well, I had two good things actually. I went to the movies with all three of my children, and they're teenagers. So if you know anything about teenagers, it's hard to get any of them to be seen out in public with me at all. But we went to see the new movie Morbius, and I was a little like sleepy during, but I didn't even care because the three kids agreed to go see a movie with me. So there you go. Got movie theater popcorn, and then my boys had their hockey banquet tonight, and this is my last year of my boys playing hockey together because they're a senior and a sophomore, so they got recognized tonight. So that was actually super fun. So yeah, it was a good day for mom of teenagers.
That's great. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Very sweet. Speaking of books, and that was the perfect question to end on. I didn't plan that, but it works so nicely. Next, we want to know what you all are reading, because of course it's not enough to introduce you all to these fabulous authors' books. We want to know what they're reading as well. So we have asked each of them to give a book recommendation. And Gilly, I will start with you again. What book are you recommending to the audience?
I am recommending this book, The Anomaly by Hervé Letellier. I actually haven't quite finished it, so I wouldn't normally recommend a book without finishing it, but it's terrific. It's a little bit of high concept, a little bit of humor, a little bit of kind of thriller, and a lot of thoughtful stuff. It's a really interesting book. I highly, highly recommend it.
Lisa, what book do you have for us?
Well, I can't help myself. I'm an Italian mother. So I am going to recommend my daughter's first novel, Ghosts of Harvard, Francesca Saratella. I'm just saying, in fairness, it was nominated by International Thriller Writers as best debut.
Yes.
So even though I'm lactating as I'm speaking to you, I just TMI. I thought it was really, I'm just proud of her. And I think in a way, I think all of us just want our kids to find their own voice, whatever profession they go into. But I was proud of this.
Mia, what book do you have for us?
So I'm recommending Under Lock and Skeleton Key by Gigi Pondian. I really appreciate like a good like locked room, impossible crime kind of mystery, because I'm like, how do you write? Like as a mystery writer, I'm like, how do you come up with this plot? How do you construct it? How do you do it so well? I don't want to say too much because again, the whole point is that it's an impossible crime. But it's so good, and I'm really lucky. I have an arc of the second book in the series because she asked me to blurb it, and I'm just like, yes, yeah, send it over. I don't care about I have like 5 deadlines. I don't care. Give me that next book, Gigi. I'll gladly make some time for it.
Amy, finally, what book do you have for us? And we will put this list in the chat, you all, so you don't need to be writing it madly down.
So I have an advanced copy of this book. I know you have the graphic. I don't know if you can see it. It is Hannah Mary McKinnon's Never Coming Home. It's coming out. I have two. Thank you. Yeah. So on the graphic is We Were Liars and the prequel. I have an advanced copy of Family of Liars. So let me just talk about Hannah Mary McKinnon's Never Coming Home. That is coming out at the end of May. I love the tagline, first comes love, then comes murder. I love Hannah's books, and I told her every book of hers, I always say, this is my favorite, but this really is my favorite now. And it's written from the perspective of the villain. And, but it's kind of darkly funny, and I just loved it. And so I love We Were Liars. I got them both. I've got We Were Liars, but this book comes out on the same day as my new novel, May 3rd, Family of Liars. It's the prequel. So 27 years earlier, different family, different summer, different generation, and a whole other set of secrets.
Wasn't that fun? We hope you enjoyed that taste of what a backroom session is like. But more fun comes immediately afterward. That's when the audience is broken up into 4 breakout rooms, and each author in turn visits each room. We'd love to show you what a breakout session is like, because those relaxed face-to-face conversations between best-selling authors and readers are the hallmark of backroom events. But breakout sessions are never recorded, because what's said in the back room stays in the back room.